So basically,
Mahalia rhymes with Wahala for a reason. Anyway, let's go. And they even looked there.
girl,
I had to follow my dad to the police station.
criminal.
Are you crying? It's your part of the story. You don't cry.
Hi guys, what's up? It's your girl Leah Cat. I never really intro like this, but then hi. So today you guys are seeing my sister.
Hi guys. It's your girl Leah Cat. Matty Cat. No.
Oh.
No.
Copycat. The only cat you are is a copycat. Purr. Anyways, you guys, if you're new to my channel, this is the first time you're seeing my face, subscribe, because why not? And yeah, as you can see from the title, it is a long awaited video. It's a long awaited video, and I had to do it with my sister, none other than her, because she was like the one who witnessed it from like the home POV and everything. So like, yeah, you guys, I didn't ever say it before because it was just like too some type of way and too family things like that. But anyways, I'm sharing it with you now because
we grown.
Like
we grown. We're over it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah.
And it's like, y'all have been asking, so finally, yeah. You guys, this is going to be a long video because you're hearing two POVs. Okay, yeah. So sit tight and grab some popcorn.
Yeah.
So let's do a little backstory to what happened, to what led to this.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad came to Ghana, and I don't even know what that is. My dad was basically in Ghana. He usually goes to Nigeria for like business, so then it was like these rare times where he's in Ghana and I'm on vacation, so we're together. And you see, when you're in high school, you get letters sent to you and stuff, and like you write letters and all of those things. So I had my letters, and apparently I got a letter from a guy that
it wasn't apparent, it was actual.
Actually, yeah, I got a letter from a guy, and in the letter were some explicit details about a certain activity.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So yeah, I had this letter in my bag, and I was home during vacation, and I usually keep letters in a certain department of my bag, and my bag was getting washed, so I forgot to remove the letters in that particular department because I was supposed to give my bag out for laundry. And so when the bag was being emptied thoroughly, basically the cleaner put my letters, all the letters I had, on the desk, the hall desk, and lo and behold, my daddy stumbled upon the letter.
Dun dun dun.
So that's like the backstory. You guys don't really hear me talk about my dad that much. There's a reason. Hey, he's actually quite strict, but then not too strict. It's like
you cannot be caught. Because when you're caught, they will skin you alive.
So basically, my mom told me that I think my dad expressed to her his feelings about the letter, and my mom told me that this is what has happened and this is what your daddy has seen, and like, just say goodbye to your friends because he's taking my phone away, sending me to like Nigeria. So I was just thinking like, no, I cannot just say goodbye to my life. It was just going down in my head. And that day, the funny thing was, that day Aliyah was in my house. That was the first day I actually met. Was it the first day? I think the first day I actually met Aliyah. And my best friend at the time.
How long ago was this?
That was when I was 15. Yeah, that's 3 years ago, 4 years. Yeah, and my best friend at the time were there. I was going through it, but I was like, you know, we're recording a YouTube video, a prank. So I was, you know, laughing throughout, being fine and everything. And I told them that, oh, you guys, I'm gonna run away. And they probably thought I was like crazy or something. They were not taking me seriously at all. I was like, what am I going to do? So I went to look for the last cash I had, like the savings, and I had like, let's say 300 to 400 CDs. My friends were going. After we finished the video, my dad went out. He didn't speak to me about it, nothing. Like, so I felt that yes, there was something wrong. He was talking to me a bit, but I just was like, something ain't right. So when my dad left home. It was left with Matola and I at home, and then I told her that actually I went to pack a small bag.
My bag.
I went to pack a small bag that, you know, run away. I was doing what cartoon is that?
On a stick.
His clothes on a stick. That was literally me with a little small bag. I remember that bag, the black one.
This girl told me she was going to buy credits.
I was like, Matilda, I'm going to buy credits. Because like the only other reason you're leaving the house is to buy credits. Because what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. At 15.
Yeah,
like, where are you going?
Okay, so basically I packed the small bag. I just left. Basically, I had no idea where I was going. I just left. I was literally on the road. It was actually interesting for me. Like, I felt like a cartoon character. I was just like walking to the junction. I went to pick Chocho. I just sat inside. Like, the Chocho was going. So then I was going. I reached Medina. I reached, what's it called? Is it Domi or something? I reached Oyarifa. Oh, I was going. For real.
You don't even know where you're
I don't even know where I was going.
So you
but I
told
stopped.
Driver with.
No, like when we got to Medina, I think Zongo Junction last stop. So then everybody got down. Like, so then I had to find another car, and then they were saying different things. So I just entered.
Jesus Christ. You guys, some of these things I'm hearing firsthand.
And then at that time, I wasn't getting any calls. I think I was in the third church when Matilda started like blowing up my phone, and then she was like, Mahalia, where are you? And I was just like, oh my god, what do I do? Should I tell her? I feel like this is a bad thing, but whenever I'm in trouble, I just like push, like just don't talk to anybody. So that's
no, but if you think that happened now, you'd have told me.
Yeah, I would have told you, obviously.
So I feel like that's.
I feel like that's
being
how
a pain. We were just being.
No,
we were at
like,
a weird phase. I think
we were at a weird phase, and I feel like you would have definitely not wanted me to do what I wanted to do, and in my mind, I was set to do it. So I was just going. So yeah, when you realized I wasn't home.
So let me tell you what happened, guys. So
my mom gets off work like 3 days.
Yeah. So what happened was that I noticed that she was off during the day, like, you know, when her friends were around, when Aliyah and her other best friend. I noticed she was a bit off, and I went to her room and I asked her, I was like, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, she's fine. But I knew this girl was lying through her teeth. I was like, no, you're not. But you know what, you're there with your friends, it's fine. Maybe, I don't know, you know. Honestly, I didn't realize that there was anything off. My dad was still home at the time, and then he told her friends that he was going to drop them off since they were leaving.
Yeah.
At the same time. So I was watching a telenovela, and this girl told me that she was going to buy credits. I mean, it's credits, yeah. So I didn't think too much about it, and she left. And the thing is that the way our house was built at the time, if I had just turned back, because when you are going towards the gates, if I had just turned back, I would have probably seen her with her backpack. Like, where do you think I'm going?
You know how I went? See, I went with the backpack first, and I threw it over the gate. I was being strategic about the whole thing.
So you went first.
I went first. Like, I told you I was going to buy credit, but then when I told you I was going to buy credit, I had already thrown the bag.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. You guys don't be a criminal.
What?
This is criminal shit.
Anyway, yeah.
Changed.
So basically, I get a call from my mom after she's gone, and she's like, I'm on my way home. So no, actually, when Mahalia told me she was going to buy credits, I said, do not be long.
Mommy will come back.
You know, mommy will come back soon, and she will need the key. Because at that time, I don't know, but we were just sharing the key. And so if like Mahalia goes out with the key and my mom is back, my mom will not be able to enter the house. So my mom called and she asked me where Mahalia was. I told her she went to buy credit, and my mom was freaking out too much. You know, from just she was freaking out.
She was already freaking out.
She was already freaking out from that moment. I feel like she felt it.
Whoa.
She was like, why did you let her go and buy credit?
You don't understand. She told me.
Yeah, she told you. And she was not supposed to tell me.
Yeah, she was not supposed to tell me.
She was like, why did you let her go and buy? I was like, mommy, why are you attacking me? What did I do? You know? And that's what they always do to me. My mother will do something wrong and they're attacking me. And I didn't see anything wrong with her buying credit. I said she'll be back soon. She's just going to buy credits here. So my mom got back. My mother was not back. At that point, what's my business? For all I know, this girl's probably just gone to meet her friend at the junction. So I said, you know what? How are we even going to get, you know, my mom into the house? And so she said I should come. So at that point, when I get there, I see the key on the floor, right? I see that Mahalia had actually thrown the key into the house. So then I'm like, this girl is gonna waste time. Like, that was what I was thinking. I was thinking like, oh, she's going to run away. And I was like, this girl is going to play with her friends. and she knew that if she had taken the key, mommy would be stranded, so she threw the key away. I said, okay, I'm going to keep a little secret and just pick the key and pretend like I haven't seen the key on the floor. So at that point, I didn't think the jig was up. Like I didn't think anything was happening.
For real?
I was still like,
she was covering me. Like, oh, she's at the junction with her friends.
And so she had just thrown the key. Okay, cool. So I opened the gate. I don't tell my mom that I've seen the key or anything. I hide it. My mom comes in. My mom's still complaining about why I let Mahalia go and buy credit. So time is going. My mom is complaining. This kid is not back. See your sister. She doesn't hear words. This girl's not back. I'm like, chill. She'll be back soon. Like at this point, I don't know anything yet. Time is going. So I think that's when I just start calling her, because I'm like, Mahalia, at this point they're on my neck. Can you come back? So Mahalia is not responding to me. Nothing's happening.
So yeah, when I was in the church, I got down at this place where there seemed to be a lot of, what's it called, hotels and stuff, guest houses, and then I was like, can somebody direct me to a guest house that's for students? That's what I was saying, because I didn't have money. I don't remember the name of the guest house, but it was around like deep inside. And yeah, so
you have to walk
it was
a taxi
from the church. I just walked a bit and I was just asking.
Was it dark?
It wasn't dark that time. It was 5. It was around 5. Yeah, it was still bright. I bought food.
She didn't chop. We didn't cry for house. Now wow. Anyway,
and I was planning, like thinking. So then when I got to the guest house, they told me it was like 50 cedis a night. So like it was not the best. So
it wasn't nice.
It was okay, but it wasn't like hotel standard. It was manageable. You have to go back to the story.
Yeah,
so
now
what
I have to
happened?
go back.
You guys,
okay,
hear what
so
happened.
now time is going. An hour has passed. 2 hours. My mom is now major freaking out, because already she was freaking out from when she just heard she had left. So then I'm also now freaking out, because I'm like, why is she not picking my calls? I mean, before she would just call me and be like, oh, find a life for me or something, but she's not picking my calls. Nothing. So what's up? So I started getting scared. My mom said I should go to the junction and ask, have they seen your sister? So now I have to get out of the house, which was annoying to me, because I'm like, bro, I could be doing something right now, probably be on my phone. Now it's a scavenger hunt for this girl. So I go out. I ask people. They said no, they've not seen her. I said so I start calling, and then I call her friend Baba. Yeah, Chanel. And then I'm like, what's happening? We're looking for Mahali. At this time it's dark. It's like 6. Mahali's not picking my call. Have you heard anything from here? And she just like fesses up. She's like, Mahali was saying something about running away. I'm like, say what now? I'm like, huh? Why? And then I think, what would she even tell me? I think she starts to I don't know if she explained to me. At this point I was still in the dark, so she just told me something about being in trouble with my dad and my mom telling her something. Well, I don't know, I don't really remember. It's a bit fuzzy. So at this point I have to sit down. I had to take a seat. I was outside, bear in mind, I had to take a seat on someone's fence because I was overwhelmed. I was shook. It's like, what's happening here? First of all, how am I going to be the one to break this news to my mother? I did not sign up for this. Before I'll be the one receiving slaps. So I sit there and then I call my friend, and I'm literally crying on the phone to my friend, and I'm like, this is a guy, by the way. I'm like, Mom is always stressing me out. I'm just tired of this girl, like telling me she's run away. Where is she going to? And I'm just crying hysterically, and he's like, calm down, it's going to be fine, she'll probably come soon. So I'm like, okay. I find the courage, I come back home, and then I tell my mom that Chanel was saying that Mahalia said something about running away. My mom is like, Mugbeo!
I shouted, Jesus, what a life!
I don't die, oh God! Now how? Which kind of picky baby? So, hey!
I can imagine.
God, what am I going to tell your dad now? He's going to blame me. And I'm like, what is going on? Then my mom now tells me the backstory of how she spoke to Mahalia early in the morning about what my dad had found out. And probably that shook Mahalia up, and so that's why she's gone. And my mom told me that my dad said she should not tell Mahalia. But you know, my mom said she could not keep it in, like, you know, she saw Mahalia that morning.
My mom is a real one.
Yeah, actually.
See, my mom is a real one.
Because they would have skinned her alive. And I think what's crazy is that Mahalia was already getting into a lot of trouble around that time. So it's like everything was just piling up.
Yeah.
This would have just been like
actually
a whole volcano. It would have just been a recipe for disaster. I was just like, which kind picking is like, what's this?
I wasn't finding trouble. Trouble was finding me.
So
I did this thing where I forwarded most of my calls to like an old number, so like all the calls are not going through to me.
So you forwarded your calls,
like,
so that
call,
you don't get any calls
call,
coming through your phone.
Call forwarding, yeah.
So that's what you did. I thought you just blocked us.
I mean, I blocked you guys at a point, but then I was just a kid, you guys. Before you even like come in the comments and like be like, you're just like dumb. I was a kid and I was scared as hell. I was just scared. Don't come for me. But yeah.
So now we're like stressed out because we don't want our dad to come back, because now that's the scarier one. Like, what are we going to tell daddy? You know? So we called Daphne. Like, do you see the predicament she put us in? We called Daphne is my elder sister, by the way. And Daphne was out of the country at the time. And so she calls her and she's hysterically crying and she's telling her like, you know, everything and what are we going to do. I think Daphne starts crying too, but she's like trying to be the big sis and comfort all of us. At this point, I'm just sitting at the background, just shaking up. I'm like, I'm just trying to have a peaceful night. Like, what is all this drama, you know? So we say, okay, we're going to tell my dad. My dad
feeling
comes
a bit
home.
bad right now.
You should. Like, it was
I'm
chaotic.
sorry, guys.
You know how mommy is when she's distressed. God, I was also distressed because then I was also worried, like, where is she right now? How is she? What's she doing? Like, how is she coping? The world is wicked. She's 15. Like, I don't even have the balls, and I was probably like 16, 17 at the time. This is crazy. My dad comes home. I open the gates for him, and I just pretend like nothing's happening. I'm just like, Daddy. I greet him. We come in. I'm like, I'm gonna leave this to my mom. Then my mom had to break it to him, so she was crying now, and she's like, Mahali has left. She ran away, blah 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 blah. My dad is like, to be honest, I don't know why I don't really remember my dad's reaction, but my dad was obviously calm. He was definitely shaking inside, but you know, father figure, he has to act like, you know, he's in control, because if he's also crying and breaking down, he will say, hey, you know. So he was just conversing with my mother, trying to calm her down. And no, he did not blame her. I don't know why my mom was thinking he would blame her, but and then he was like, so what are we going to do now? So we waited, and it was now midnight, and he said, look at that too. We are not sleeping. My mom sleeps at 9, say 10 on the dots. She's gone to bed. My mom was awake, eye open, eye clear. It was now midnight, and then I think my dad was just like, my mom should just go and lie on the bed and just, you know, try to sleep. So my mom went into the room, and it was just me and my dad. I also couldn't go to bed. I don't know, for some reason it was just like, that's so inconsiderate of you. Like, I was tired, hey, but I could not sleep because it's like everybody's mourning, you know. You get me?
I'm so sorry.
I was stressed. This woman was stressed.
When I was at the guest house, I was literally on my phone watching Netflix. That's when I found BoJack Horseman. It was literally what I was watching day to day. I wasn't really on social media because you see the online thing. I was just Netflix, YouTube, the apps that don't show me out. I was just low-key at that moment, and I was thinking a lot. I don't know, it was just a weird time, very weird time. But yeah, day 2 I was contemplating whether to go back, because I think I was seeing that was when my friends were like bombarding me with calls, and I think it was the second day when I did the call forwarding thing. Yeah, so then because there were too many, and then like the messages were too many. I deleted WhatsApp. Yeah, I deleted Instagram. I deleted almost all my socials.
I had to go to the police station. Hey God, it was pissing me off so much. I had to follow my dad to the police station. We got there. I had to write a statement and all of that, you know. And the police people were pissing me off. This is not a shout out to Ghana police. You guys need to do better. How can we come and tell you that a child has gone missing, and then the first thing you blurt out of your mouth is that she's at a guy's house, she's at a man's house, she's doing this? Like, how does that even help the situation? Ghana police,
I'll even get to that
because part. I mean, it really pissed me off.
Don't piss me off.
I was really young at that time, but then I could tell that this was not right. You should not be saying that. Do you understand what I mean? But anyway, the whole police people did not try. They did not try at all they did was to, like, you know, slut shame. She's like, girl, she's probably in a man, like, you know, that type of talk. And it was just so disappointing to me, because I'm like, anyway, so that was just a bad experience. I came home, I came to sleep.
So I could survive there for only 2 days, 2.5 days.
Well, your money was finished.
Oh yeah, my money got finished really fast. It was almost, how long was I going for?
You were going for like 6 days. Almost a week.
But like, if you were in my situation, what would you have done? Would you?
Me, I don't have liver. I'll come home. I promise. Like, maybe I'll do it for like a day. I don't know. I'll be like, as I'm there, I'll be like freaking out. I wouldn't have the peace of mind to be eating. But then, you know, I don't know. Honestly, I'll be scared. I'd have gone to a family friend, honestly, or something. Just be like, I'm hiding from my parents. please just hide me. Do you understand?
I feel like in that situation you wouldn't have thought about it. It was after that they were giving me these scenarios.
True.
Like at that point you wouldn't have really deep. Obviously the family friend will not come and accept you. They'll tell you to just face your parents. So it wasn't an option to me.
True. Well, anyway, so were you getting a bit emotional?
Am I guessing a bit
You
emotional?
were getting a bit emotional
Just
when I was
now.
talking about what was happening.
No, I wasn't getting emotional. I'm just feeling bad. I'm just feeling bad that like you guys were up late and like stuff. I'm sorry, mommy, if you're watching this. Like I was just scared. In fact, let's finish the video for Sarah.
So yeah, so
I'm really shy.
so okay, so the next morning, Air was sick at home. Everybody was just sad. Honestly, it felt like somebody had died. Truly, I don't wish that on anybody. Like this is just a disclaimer. Like I don't know what it feels like for somebody, you know, like that to die, but that's just the only way I can describe it. It was weird, and I used to see memes like it's actually better to know that someone is dead than not knowing where they are in the world. Like, do you understand? There was a quote.
So that's why they're like.
Yeah, so it was like deep for me. I was so sad. I was just crying all the time, really, and because we used to share a bed, so it was like, where is this girl? Like, why are you not next to me? Why are you not annoying me? Why are you not telling me you want plantain? What's going on? And I remember it so vividly. So we were just worried, and my mom would come into my room and ask me. I remember her eyes were in, like she had not slept. She had not slept a wink. She was just like staring straight. She'd come and ask if I want to eat. What do I want to eat? I should eat. You know, she was not eating. So yeah, so that was just what was happening in the house every day. My dad was just working on his.
You know, this is making me mush.
Are you crying? Charlie, this video. Yeah, I'm here for you.
You guys, I don't know why, but what my daughter is saying it's making me so emotional. Like, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's over. Anyways, you're part of the story. You don't cry.
So on that third day, yeah, my money got finished, and then I had to like now finally find a friend. So I was texting my friends, and then most of my male friends were like, what? No, like we don't want trouble. And I was 15, so like I was underage and stuff. They were like, So then I finally got this girlfriend of mine, not like a girlfriend, but like a female friend. I'm not disclosing her name obviously because like nah.
No, but tell me my ear. So
Yeah.
Anyway, is she still a friend?
Nah.
Dead.
Yeah, so I was with her, and then we're chilling. She could cook, bro. I was actually not planning on going back. I was like, so this is my life now.
Have you to do something good to honor your family name? Look at what you are doing. Look at what you are doing.
I was actually really chilling, and I logged into Matoda's Instagram to check what you were sending me.
That's why
so I would be open.
Read.
Yeah.
Oh, you need my passport.
Yeah.
Girl.
Criminal.
Like I swear, I'm just like what?
So I've changed though. But yeah, so basically
Mahalia rhymes with wahala for a reason. Anyway, let's go. I don't know what day this was. She was gone for like 6 days. So Isaac contacted me and told me that I shouldn't like be worried.
Okay,
she's
wait.
fine.
Let me give him a little backstory. Isaac is like my social media friend, and he had been my social media friend at that point for I think 6 or 7 years.
We had never met. But
We had never met ever, and he lives in Tamale. Shout out to you, Isaac. If you're watching this, I love you. So Isaac basically FaceTimed me, and he was like, girl, where are you? And like, do you know what your mom is going through? He basically was like talking me out of like into going back. And then I was like, I want him to let them know that I'm okay. Like, I just wanted him to let them know I was okay, because I was still contemplating. My plan initially was like, wait for daddy to go back, then come home. That was the plan.
yeah, and that reminds me, I was lying to her that daddy had gone back. I bombarded her with, I wish I still had a text.
Yes.
I sent her messages. I said mommy's in the hospital, you've given her a heart attack. This girl read the messages and aired me. So Isaac was just like, she's fine, but obviously I don't really want to hear she's fine. I just want her to be home at that point. So we're just like, thank you for this information, but she's not here.
So but I calmed mommy a bit.
Yeah, I think she spoke to him. Yeah, but yeah, she spoke to Isaac, and I don't remember the conversation. I was tired. It was overwhelming. Hearing all these things was just stressing me out.
She kept lying to me that my dad had gone.
Yeah, I kept lying.
Even though I was looking at the messages, I didn't believe it. I don't know why. I just didn't believe it. And they kept on threatening me that they'll post that I'm missing. Like, they made fake flyers at first, and I was like, what is this? Like, are you guys seriously going to post? When I saw it, I was like, nah, you guys have to be joking. But lo and behold,
we posted it.
I think after the 5th day,
Yeah.
my mom was just like,
My mom, oh yeah, my mom was so against us posting it. She was like, no, we can't post this. Like, I was the one who was for it because I was like, no, we need to do this. And also, yeah, people were looking at it like she's not dead or she's not hurt or anything. So why are we posting that she's missing or whatever? But she's 15. We don't know where she is. Yeah, maybe her intent when she was leaving could have been that, yeah, she was running away, but we don't know what has happened to her now. We don't know if she's breathing, like, you know, we don't know if someone has kidnapped her. It was just, you know, it was just terrifying. And she's underage, she cannot just be out in the world. So she's missing. So yeah, so we finally posted it on the 5th day. So am I going to say what happened before we posted it, then you say what happened when you saw it?
So yeah.
So when we posted it, Twitter, oh god,
like it went viral.
Jesus Christ,
so fast,
bro.
Yeah,
and people came for me. People came for the whole family, literally.
Really?
That was I don't know. I wouldn't say I was showed on Twitter because then I wasn't replying to anybody. But then like Twitter was just riding with it. If you know Twitter, you know what's up. Twitter was asking. Someone even made a skit.
Like people
about
made videos. Like people
I was
made
like, what the hell?
videos.
People were saying that she's not missing. Somebody went to find. Can you imagine? So this is why Twitter ate it up so much. So this girl tweeted when she was in the chocho a picture of a baby that wasn't, you know, very fresh looking. And a picture,
I'll just put the picture,
and she put the pictures together. Like she divided it and she was like
baby versus bikini.
Baby versus bikini.
You guys, it wasn't my idea. It was like someone's idea.
That tweet really blew up. And so people were like, this is her tweeting like 4 days ago. How is she missing? Like, you understand? Like, what are you guys talking about? She's probably in some guy's house. You know, people were just saying all those things. And it was just annoying and I feel like very inconsiderate to us who were like kind of sad that she was not around. So that was what people were saying and things like that. Instagram, my phone was blowing up with so many, I'm so sorry about this. I mean, obviously my close friends knew about it, but like people, it was crazy. Like even one of my exes texted me. I was like, ooh. And
Okay, so basically when the tweet blew up, it was around 3 a.m. This babe woke me up. She said, babe, look at you, you are trending, go and bath. It was 3 a.m. I couldn't open my eyes and she was like, I'm not ready to be interrogated, madam. Take your back and get up. Go home. So it was like there was no choice because we're really in a private place. Like there were people around and people use their phones. So she was actually shook and scared as hell. So like I just sat in the church and came back. So when I got home, I literally just...
You go home like 5 a.m.
I go home like 5 a.m.
Ah, so you left at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So meaning it was like
far place, yeah.
Jesus. Because I remember 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Who texted me? Some guy texted me. Yeah.
He's the one who called me.
Yeah.
Ugh. He called me when I was in the church on my way back because I removed the call forwarding. I was doing all of that. And he was like, where are you? And I'm like, it's now you're looking for me.
But you told him, I think you told him you were coming home or something.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah.
And he called me and told me that Mahale was coming home. And I was like, really?
Then
and he was like, I should text her or something on Telegram. That time Telegram was popping.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I called her. When I got to the gates, I called...
Why did you call me? Why did you call me?
Listen, I called mommy first.
And she didn't pick.
I called mommy
Yeah,
first.
because mommy came to me that Mahale is coming
first, yeah. And I told her that I'm at the gates. I was literally at the gates. I had walked all the way from the junction because it was short. But yeah, and then her voice sounded so like sunken. So when she picked up, like she didn't really say much. She was just like, okay. That's when it hit me that I effed up. Like,
of course I fucked up. Who never fuck up, hands in the air?
When Matilda opened the gate for me, I didn't know what I expected, but she just hugged me. When I got inside, my mom was singing prayers, crying.
It was like the prodigal son.
Baby.
Literally.
She's saying, God, oh, you brought my daughter back to me. Literally. That's when I just felt bad and I was like, Mommy, I'm so sorry. I apologized to her and I was like, I was just scared. And she was like, it's fine. And she's like, are you hungry? And I was like, Mommy. She wasn't even mad. She was just hugging me.
Yeah, she wasn't mad. She was just hugging him at that point. And then I was like, questioning this girl, like, where the hell were you? Because, yeah, mommy's singing you praises, but I've been holding this family.
She had questions.
So I was like, where the hell
and
were
at that
you?
point,
and she was
and I didn't know what to say because, like, you see, my friend is not trying to get interrogated. And it's like, Matilda is this kind of person who she feeds for information and she will not let you go until you freak. Like, nah, I just gave her a straight answer. I know I was mean, but I'm sorry for being mean. At that point,
you didn't give me a straight answer.
I wasn't.
I think I remember.
I was
exactly
like,
what you told me. She was like, "Aren't you happy that I'm here?" That's what she told me. That's what she told me. She's like, "Aren't you happy that I'm here, or should I go back?" I was shook. I was like, is this girl possessed? This was me looking at her like, and I was scared a little bit. I was like, damn. Who is this? And what have you done to my sister?
Streets are cold. Streets were cold.
Streets are cold. Streets are cold.
Hey, streets are not. Yeah, so I needed to say that at this time that Mahali had come back, my dad had actually traveled maybe a day before that, or like 2 days before that. Okay. So yeah, that's just by the way. So that's why he was not home to see any of this. He had to go back because he had some very, very important business thing that he could not miss. So yeah, before you could come and say why did he go back, he should have waited. It's good he went back. I feel like he kind of knew he had to go back for Mahali to come. Anyway, yeah, so back to you.
So basically, when I came back, I was now being interrogated. They took me to a police station because they reported me, and apparently they have to follow up. And the police people, they were not being nice. They were being very, very, very mean. And I would not recommend. They were literally forcing her. They were literally forcing me to say that I was with a man. Like, they were literally saying that that's what you went to. Like, that's just torture and bullying.
And they even locked up.
They even tried to lock me up. Can you imagine? They tried to lock me up,
like to intimidate you,
to intimidate me, to force me to tell them where I went to, and I'm like,
that was BS.
I shocked. That's basically the story.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What happened?
By the way, my dad and her had the talk like months later.
Can you imagine? We had that talk like months later.
But he was kind of mad at her for a while.
Yeah, he was
so
mad at
me
me for
really
a while.
Anything.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But we're cool now, and I apologize. Yeah, we're good. That's like under the gun. But yeah. Advice for the youngins, the youth, who are probably the age I was when I ran away. Don't be like me. Okay, don't give your mom and your family and your people a heart attack. And like, I wasn't thinking. I honestly wasn't thinking. And if I was, I wouldn't have done that.
I was just say, this just goes to show that you should think about your actions, not only because they affect you but they also affect the people around you.
Yeah. And like this whole thing made me realize how much like you guys actually love me. And like, I don't know. Yeah, I just realized that I shouldn't have been selfish in that way, because my mom had a talk with me. Her phone has been blowing up ever since they posted it. Like, it was literally blowing up in front of me. Everyone's phone in the house was blowing up, and everybody thought it was a lie. That was what was annoying. Like, people thought it was a lie. People thought we faked it. Like, why would we like fake this? Like,
is this true? Someone like, came to comment under the post like, when I posted on Instagram. Is this true?
Why would we
post it? What kind of prank would this be?
Like, I'm even shocked. It wasn't a lie. Like, it wasn't for hype. I was already
clout.
Like, this is not the type of class I was looking for. But yeah, I honestly did not want them to post this. This wasn't a stunt. This screenshots, I need to even find. Like I was saying, this is not me. This Mahalia with the diamond, that's not me. It's on Google. I'll find it. That's not me. Like, whoever put out that information, that is a fake chat. Obviously, someone can just write something, change the name.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know why people.
I don't know why people are eating it up. Like,
I was like, bro, are you guys?
I don't even type like that. Like, I'm a lady. So yeah, that's basically it for the video. Thank you so much, Matola, for being here too.
Yeah, it was a time. Actually, like 12:30.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe if you want to see more of me and more of my content and more of my life and all that. Subscribe to her channel as well, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys so much. Bye. For real, like, I have to be looking at the camera, not the viewfinder.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I gotta look at myself.
Okay. You good. So let me finish.
Okay,
let me finish the story, girl.
I texted her. Sorry. And this girl was
dramatic. Wait, listen, wait.
Hey,
before we reach there.
To me.
Before we reach there.